Mr. Myers, the floor is yours.
If you don't test, you don't know. That's one of my core messages. You have to test to determine what's safe and what's not.
I founded Environmental Health Sciences 20 years ago. We make good science available for public policy decisions and for parents. We help people take steps that will make their families healthier. And we have a strong track record in bringing together the world's top environmental health scientists to work on challenges that they couldn't solve by themselves.
I'm passionate about driving good science into public policy and public discussion around our health and environment, including climate change. And that's what we do here at EHS. We help scientists become better communicators. We take research and contextualize it for larger audiences and politicians and policymakers. We find, create, and distribute the most consequential news on these core topics.
Also really proud of our work with Columbia University on the Agents of Change and Environmental Justice program. I'm responsible for all the stories, videos, and podcasts that you see on our sites every day. I feel really fortunate to go through all the latest science, check out what's going on in communities on the ground, and take a peek at the regulatory and policy level to make sure that you are all getting all the top environmental stories that you need to see every day.
One thing I am really excited for the future of the organization is how much emphasis we're trying to put on environmental justice issues in the environmental health space.
I cover stories about environmental health and justice with a special focus in Pittsburgh and Western Pennsylvania, which is where I live. And one of my favorite things about this job is that I get to talk to scientists who are conducting groundbreaking research, lawmakers and activists about some of the most pressing issues facing my community.
In this newly created role, where I will be overseeing our journalism, which involves our EHN newsroom, our social media, to our video production that we'll be doing, and our outreach, which incorporates all of our engagement activity.
Within this new role, I am responsible for overseeing our social media accounts and engaging with our community. I feel so lucky to be posting about relevant, important news on our platforms for our followers and community to get informed on.
As video editor, I help out with a lot of the video content that comes out on EHN. And my focus is on the Houston newsroom, which is EHN's first video-focused newsroom. And it's been really exciting getting that launched, as well as translating a lot of what EHN does already in print into the video format.
I'm a video reporter for our newsrooms, EHN en Español, and the Daily Climate. I mostly report on the petrochemical build-out and its impacts on public health out of Houston, Texas.
I'm a content curator with EHS for nearly 14 years. In simple terms, my daily challenge is to scour online publications and news sources for stories that are timely, topical, and credible.
While reading about climate change, hurricane damage, or habitat loss is depressing, what keeps me going is the opportunity to find those sometimes hidden, but possibly more positive news pieces that tell the story of the progress that we're making in the context of environmental health and justice.
The process of putting together our newsletters every day is quite involved. We have a team of researchers who scour the internet for literally hours every day looking for the highest quality sources and stories about environmental health, climate change, and environmental justice.
So HEEDS is now a partner of Environmental Health Sciences. The goals of HEEDS are really to improve the impact of EDC scientists and to expand that impact beyond EDC scientists into other basic and clinical scientists and the lay public.
So I'm excited to be working with EHS and to raise awareness about how environmental factors affect our health. I keep track of new scientific publications on endocrine disruptors, write newsletters, organize webinars where scientists can present their research.
And in general, we find a number of environmental chemicals, particularly endocrine disrupting chemicals, that have the ability to affect the reproductive system in a way that it's decreasing sperm count and fertility.
I feel that working with EHS, this feeling of working with people I
highly respect, that I feel close to, and who get the job done. EHS is launching a speakers bureau, and I'm excited to be part of that. A couple of focus areas, and one of them is going to be reproductive health. This will help us communicate, get the message out, have a resource for the community.
We're working to change people's lives and environments for the better. And I love that I get to work at this intersection of science and journalism to elevate power within communities and create opportunities to track and close outcome gaps.
And I got to work with our Obesogen team to develop a simple model that articulates the biggest drivers of obesity and brings chemical exposures to the table as one of them. One of the drivers of the obesity epidemic globally. This is an opportunity for me that's particularly exciting because if we're going to have chemical policy change in this country, it would be really helpful to have audiences that typically we don't reach.
I just feel so lucky to have a role on a team of such accomplished, brilliant, and passionate individuals who are driving concrete change in our communities and beyond.
We've been at this for 20 years and we've seen success. Join us.